Good morning, students. How are you? Students, today I am going to teach you the fifth lesson, the equatorial forest region. The title of the fifth lesson is the equatorial forest region. The equatorial forest region is found on both sides of the equator. This region falls in the torrid zone and is very hot and wet. You can see here world map of the equatorial forest regions. In this world map, the light green color portions you can see in this continent, South America. This is the Africa continent, Southeast Asia. These light green color portions are hot wet equatorial regions. This is the world map, and these green color portions are equatorial forest regions. If you look at this map carefully, you can see that the places and continents that falls in this region are South America, Africa and Southeast Asia. In South America, the countries, this is the South America continent. In South America, the countries that fall in this region include Ecuador, Colombia and Brazil. In Africa, Guinea, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria and Congo lie in this region. Malaysia, Indonesia, New Guinea and parts of Thailand in Southeast Asia also lie in this region. Climate. This region is found on either side of the equator. It receives the direct rays of the sun almost throughout the year and has days and nights of equal duration. The humidity is very high because moisture evaporates from the rivers, ponds, plants and forms clouds. These clouds rise slowly and around 4 o'clock in the afternoon rainfall occurs along with thunderstorms. This type of rainfall is typical to the equatorial region and is known as tropical thunderstorm. There is no winter season here. Plant life. As the region receives rainfall throughout the year, there is luxuriant growth of trees here. However, these trees grow, bear fruits and shed leaves during different times of the year. This ensures that all trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. Thus, the name evergreen is given this kind of forest. The layers of the equatorial forest region. The layers of the equator, this is the picture of the layers of the equatorial forest region. Here you can see 4 layers. First one, forest layer, understory layer, canopy and emergent layer. There are 4 layers of the these are the 4 layers of the equatorial forest region. A typical feature of this region is that the forests have several layers. The lower layer is the forest floor. The layer is the forest floor. This layer usually has decomposed leaves and fruits that have fallen from the upper layers. As there is very little sunlight here, the growth of plants is poor. The layer above it is known as understory. This is the understory layer. The layer above it is known as understory layer. It consists of small trees, shrubs, ferns, creepers and orchids. Above this layer, the tall trees form an umbrella-like layer called canopy. This is the canopy layer. The creepers and vines climb the tall trees to reach the sunlight that cannot penetrate the forest due to the thick canopy above them. Above this understory layer, the tall trees form an umbrella-like layer called canopy. The creepers and vines climb the tall trees to reach the sunlight that cannot penetrate the forest due to the thick canopy above them. The tallest trees make the emergent layer. This is the emergent layer. The tallest trees make the emergent layer. The trees in this layer receive a lot of sunlight and rain. These are the 4 layers of the equatorial forest region. First floor is forest floor, second one understory, third one canopy and fourth one emergent layers. In this way there are 4 layers these are the layers of the equatorial forest region. Wildlife. The equatorial forest is a natural habitat for a variety of animals. This is the equatorial forest region. The equatorial forest region is a natural habitat for a variety of animals, birds and amphibians. Many animals and birds such as monkeys, chimpanzees, flying foxes, flying squirrels, etc. live on trees. They all live in different layers of the forest. In the water bodies, crocodiles, alligators, snakes and turtles are found. The famous anaconda snake is found in the Amazon basin in South America. A large variety of fish are also found here. Colorful birds and insects such as toucans, hummingbirds, macaws and parrots are found in these forests. These are some birds. These are some birds. This is a flying fox, a crocodile, a macaw. These are some animals and birds of equatorial forest region. Human life. This is the picture of a member of the Bantu tribe. Human life. The equatorial regions have dense forests which hinder settlement. Some tribes are found in these forests. Life is very tough for these tribes. Malaria is a common illness in the region. Some of these tribes, such as the Semongs of Malaysia, Kubus of Sumatra, and pygmies of the Congo Basin, are nomadic tribes who spend their life hunting and gathering. Others, such as the Dayaks of Borneo, Bantus of Zaire, and the Amazon Indians, form the farming communities. Most of them practice shifting agriculture. Under this system, they clear a piece of land by burning. Then they grow crops on this land for 2-3 years, after which the fertility of the land diminishes and they move to a new area. Plantation agriculture was introduced by the Europeans who sailed to these lands to trade in the Southeast Asian countries and Africa. Through this method, crops are grown on a large scale for commercial purposes. The crops grown in these plantations are tea, coffee, rubber, and cocoa. Let's recall. The equatorial region falls in the torrid zone and lies on both sides of the equator. The region is hot and wet, and rainfall occurs along with thunderstorms in the afternoon. A large variety of plants is found here. They have different growing and shedding seasons. Trees in equatorial forests grow in different layers. Equatorial forests are full of bright and colorful animals. The tribes found in these dense forests practice food gathering, hunting, and shifting agriculture. New words. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorm. The definition of the thunderstorm is a storm with thunder, lightning, and usually very heavy rain. Luxuriant. The definition of the luxuriant is of plants that grow thickly and strongly. Habitat. The definition of the habitat is the place where a particular type of animal or plant is normally found. Shifting agriculture. The definition of the shifting agriculture is a type of farming in which a piece of land is cleared by burning, on which crops are grown for 2 to 3 years. The land is abandoned after a while because its productivity decreases. Plantation agriculture. The definition of the plantation agriculture is a type of farming in which crops are grown on a large scale for commercial purposes. This is the end of the lesson. Thank you.